Hello, how is everyone? Like I expect an answer. This is Jimmy Kidd. I'm Assistant Director of Jefferson Community and Technical College. We're here today talking about admissions, and I have with me Elizabeth Tier.
Hello.
Hi, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is our Associate Director of Recruitment, and she is probably the face of the Jefferson admissions team, as most people, when they come in, get to see her smiling face or one of her team members' smiling faces. So today we're here to talk a little bit about spring registration, and if you have any questions about fall of 2021, we'll be able to cover both of those as well. So I'm going to jump right in. Registration for spring 2021 has opened on October 1st. Yeah, I'm excited about that. We are now, we've been taking applications for spring for a while now, but right now is the best time to apply because you can start to enroll fairly quickly after getting admitted. Applications are on our website. All you have to do is go to the homepage, jefferson.kctcs.edu, and you'll be able to apply there. It says we're here for you and apply, and you'll be able to click right there and be able to apply. There has been one change that has happened for our application recently, and just want everybody to know you will receive an email verification code after you get started here, and you will have to check your email for that code, and you'll put that code in to continue on with the application. After that, you will start receiving next step emails pretty quickly. Within one business day, our processing team is currently getting email notifications back to students. The closer you get to the start of the semester, the more likely it is that we'll go from 24 to 48 hour window based upon the number of applicants we are getting at that time. Just so everybody knows, some of the next steps for spring, we're going to want your high school transcript or your GED test scores if you're a first-time student. Currently for the spring, we're able to use the GPA for placement purposes. So if you get that into us pretty quickly, we can get you moving towards your next steps with placement, or get you into a testing session before you get into orientation. Testing has had some changes, and I'll go over that here shortly. But next, I'm going to turn it over to Elizabeth so she can talk a little bit about our virtual office hours.
Yes, so in light of everything going on with COVID, we still want to be available to students, even though we're not physically on campus in our offices anymore. So what we have done is we have created virtual office hours via Microsoft Teams. So you can go to jctc.me/admissionsinfo, and that will take you to our contact page. And if you scroll down on our contact page, you will see our virtual office hours, and you can just click the Join Microsoft Teams meeting. So we have office hours Monday through Friday, and you can actually request to meet with me on the weekend as well. So we really try to be as available as possible to students. We know that schedules are crazy right now. A lot of our students are also working as well as going to school. So we want to make sure that we have morning, afternoon, evening, and weekend hours available to meet with you. We're super happy to meet with you one-on-one as well. If you just scroll up above the virtual office hours, you will see all of our contact information. So you can contact any of us. We are super happy to go over your next steps with you. So if you get that email from our processing team about your next steps, but you're still a little bit confused or you're not really sure where to start or what to do or where to go, please reach out. We would love to meet with you and kind of walk you through that step by step. So those are our virtual services that we provide. And now Jimmy mentioned that he was going to talk about testing, so we'll go ahead and have him cover what that looks like when we're not on campus.
Testing has undergone some changes since COVID began. We are now testing all in a virtual environment for our placement testing. So if you do need to take a placement test, you will go to our testing website and you will complete the form there, and you will get an email back asking you to pick some dates, and they'll have you pick up the dates, and you'll be able to request when you're going to take the test, and they're going to have you take the test, but you're going to need to make sure that you are on a laptop or a desk computer that has a camera on it. And you're still going to need to have your picture ID on it so they can verify you are who you say you are. That is a key that a lot of students are forgetting when they go into testing. When you go into testing, you're going to want to be in a very quiet location where you're not being distracted, where you don't have people coming in to the room and talking to you. And you're going to have a computer that the testing office can take control of, because they've got to set up your browser and your window. If you are looking at taking some ESL testing information, you can contact Elizabeth Garduno in our admissions office, or you can contact any of the recruiters and they can get you into meeting with an ESL testing proctor. We are doing those in person at the same time we are doing in-person orientations. So we have very limited space for students to take the testing because we are practicing social distancing, and we are having and we're just not having a big lab. So we don't have a big lab. Students are able to come in and social distance, and they are able to take the test and then go right into orientation and go right into an advisor. So it's a little different setup for the ESL test. That is for the regular AccuPlacer or Coyote tests. If you are unable to take or have a computer with a camera and take the test on the computer, please reach out to me directly. I will try to work with you and try to find a moment to get you in for testing. We just don't have the space to do testing and take open events, open registrations for it, sorry. I'm going to now kick it back over to Elizabeth, who's going to talk about the next step in the process, which is orientation. So thank you.
Yes, so for orientation, it is required. And the reason orientation is required is because it is directly linked with new students getting registered for their classes. So there is something that we call the SOAR link or the SOAR form, and you can get to that by going to jctc.me/orientation. And that is just our Student Orientation Advising and Registration, or SOAR for short, because that's a really long acronym. And that is just how you can scroll down, you can fill that in. And one of our staff members, her name is Nikki, and she is awesome. She will reply to you and let you know your next steps. So sometimes students will fill out that SOAR request form right there before they're actually ready to register for orientation. And that's okay. We will let you know everything that you need to complete in order to get into a SOAR. And right now, we know that there's lots of different ways to get connected, and we're trying to provide multiple avenues for students. So we have very, very limited 10 students or less in-person orientations. The first one was today, and it was really awesome. So we had all of those students who were able to meet with an advisor, get registered, talk to financial aid at their orientation session. So that's one option, is in person. And we really would like to kind of limit those sessions to students who really do need that in-person help. So if you don't think you're comfortable with attending a live virtual session, so kind of like this right now, but we would be giving you an orientation and then opening it up to questions at the end, and then you would meet with an advisor and financial aid to get registered for your classes. If that's not really your cup of tea and you really do need some one-on-one help in person, you can let us know. We'll get that set up for you and get you signed up for the next date. And then the third option is to complete online orientation modules. So this is kind of a self-guided orientation. Those modules are a great option for students who are going to be attending one of our extended campuses. So our extended campuses are a little bit smaller and more kind of hands-on, one-on-one interaction than our larger campuses like the Tech and downtown are. So if you would like to complete those modules, once you complete those, we will then get you connected to the campus coordinator, and they will help get you registered and in classes that take place at that specific campus that you're wanting to attend. So those are the three options that we have for doing orientation. And again, you can fill out that SOAR link at the link that's listed below me here, and we will help you get started on that. Again, it is required, and you will not be able to register as a new student if you have an orientation hold on your account. Now, if you are a transfer student, so if you have graduated from high school or have obtained your GED and you have gone and attended another college or university after that, right now we don't require orientation for transfer students, but we always recommend that you go through those online orientation modules that I mentioned earlier. It's a great way to just make sure that you know how to pay your bill, you know, how to get in contact with advising, how to pick up your parking pass, etc. So that's always something that we recommend, but it's not required. And moving on from orientation, if you have any questions, please let us know. We'll do a live Q&A in just a moment. But we also have some tours going on. So for tours, you can email jf-orientation@kctcs.edu. It's listed up on the screen for you. Right now, we do have live in-person tours for our Southwest campus, as well as all of our extended campuses. The only two campuses that are not providing in-person tours at this time are the downtown and the Tech campuses. But we have shot a video for the downtown campus. So that's on me. I just need to edit that and get it posted for everyone to view, just so students can see what it's like on campus if they decide to take classes in person. We definitely want to make sure in the online tour videos that we cover all of the safety precautions that are going on campus so that students feel okay coming to campus. As always, masks are required at all times. We have separate entrances and exits in the building. We have limited capacities in each room, and each room has a health and safety box, if you will. It has all the necessary items to make sure we're maintaining a clean and healthy environment in a classroom. So that's it for tours. I'm going to go ahead and get back over to Jimmy so he can talk to you about financial aid and Evolv 502.
Financial aid. It is that time of year. It is October 1st, well, after October 1st, and the FAFSA is now available for students to complete for the fall 2021 year. We encourage everybody to go ahead and complete the FAFSA, even if you don't think that you're going to be using anything that comes from the federal financial aid. We do encourage you because you never know what you might be eligible for, and then two, you never know when you may need financial aid, and that includes a loan. You never know. So we have some steps for applying for financial aid, and those are on our, that's on the screen right now with me. If you need help completing the financial aid application, that's FAFSA, you can go and visit KCAC. That is the Kentuckiana College Access Center. They help our students complete the FAFSA, and I believe they are taking appointments now and doing a lot of work virtually to help students complete that. We are working with them to set up some dates on campus where they are going to be coming onto campus to help students complete the FAFSA as well. So very important office, not to be confused with our federal financial aid office, who will help process the award and get your aid to you. But KCAC is a community partner for us, and they do some really good work helping students complete the FAFSA. So please look into them if you need help. The big news, though, is this last August, the Evolv 502 scholarship was announced, and the application is now available for students that are graduating from JCPS this year to go ahead and complete. There are some requirements to the scholarship, but if you're graduating from a JCPS school, you could be eligible for free 2-year college degree with Jefferson. So we are very, very, very excited. It is the largest private donation ever for a promised scholarship here in the United States. So we are very, very excited to be part of that. And you can visit evolv502.org /scholarship and get all the information on how to complete. There is an application for that, and you have to complete the FAFSA. So make sure that you're doing both steps, because we want you to be eligible for that award, because now education's free. So you want to do that. You definitely want to do that. Now I'm going to bring back up Elizabeth, and we have some time for some questions or comments if anyone has them.
And I did want to mention really quickly that Jefferson is a really great option for students who are looking to transfer as well. So Jefferson is a great place to start your educational journey, and you can always end up finishing at a 4-year university. We have a lot of really awesome partnerships. I think that the biggest one that most people know about is our partnership with Evolv called Ultra. But we also have partnerships with other colleges that are right here close to home. We just started partnering with Bellarmine. We have a partnership with Spalding. So these are really great options for students who maybe are considering staying closer to home because of the pandemic and maybe don't want to spend, extra money on living on campus somewhere, or just really want to stay safe as possible. So you can always visit the Transfer Center online, and we are more than happy to work with students to figure out where they want to go, what classes they need to take at Jefferson, and how they can transfer over to another 4-year university. So just before the questions, I just wanted to mention that really quickly.
And Louisville is doing a 2+2 and matching the scholarship. If you start with us and do 2 years with us, you can finish up with them, and 2 years later and get a last dollar scholarship to complete your education with them.
That is so wonderful.
Yeah, amazing.
I wish that was something, that I could have had. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, would have been nice.
Yeah, it would have been.
And the dreaded time where we're not seeing any comments or questions pop up. That means we were perfect, Elizabeth. And
we answered everything.
We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you have any questions, please visit our contact page and let us know, and we will go ahead and email you back. So.
Yes, please visit the jctc.me/admissionsinfo. Come see me and my team during our virtual office hours. We can help answer any and all questions. And if we don't have an answer, we will get you to the person who does. We're really, really good about connecting with others who have the answers.
That's right. We We know a lot about a little, or a little about a lot. The other way around. We know a little about a lot. Anyway,
Maybe both.
All right. Thank you all very much, and we will see you in a couple of weeks.
Bye.